I was gonna ask you, like, what is your estimation? Like, because based on these past few months and maybe like the past years, we have seen the houses sitting for 2 to 3 months on average.
Hmm.
Sometimes more, sometimes a little bit less.
Yeah.
Uh, Going now, like going forward, if the rates are like still, like on the same, like trend, what is your estimation on the average time that the houses are gonna be sitting on the market?
That's a great question, right? So we know that Southern California, I mean, of course, that's the market we're going to address, not other states we do business in, right? So let's focus on Southern California with that question. We see homes sitting longer. We do know that majority of areas and homes, it's going to be a buyer's market and opportunity for them to negotiate on it. If the home isn't perfect, it's going to be sitting for a bit. Now, we also know at the same time, we don't have a shortage of people wanting to buy. There's no shortage of people wanting to own a home. It's the opportunity that they need to be in a position in order to afford it. So that's a combination, one, of course, of rates, right? Because rates dictates based off the loan amount, but two, also the values of the home. So it's like a double-edged sword, if you will, where they have a challenge of one, rate and price, which is going to factor in the monthly payment. But a shortage of people wanting to buy, I don't think we have. Now, I think it has two things in order for us to get extremely busy in the sense of reducing how long that home sits. Well, one, of course, we know if rates come down, right, because that reduces the monthly payment. So that's going to be a very strong motivating factor. And then two, of course, the prices have to kind of meet midway, if you will. So seeing prices start to reduce, right? I think that's going to get more buyers back into where they feel more comfortable because it becomes more affordable. When that does happen, anytime we see prices reduce or rates reduce, it takes the masses time to respond. So our current buyers that are actively looking, they're going to move very quickly because we're preparing them to move quickly when the opportunity is there. But then you have the masses that kind of stumble upon it. Oh, like, look, rates improved. Oh, look, prices are reducing. And they kind of slowly immerse themselves in it. And they tend to take 4 or 5 months. So if you take when rates dropped in 2020 because COVID, everyone thinks it was like immediately. It wasn't immediate, right? Rates dropped. People then got actively in buying into real estate by July, August, September. It took 4 or 5 months before everybody was involved in it. And then you started seeing over asking and all that craziness going on, right? Maybe even longer than 5, 6 months. So it's going to be no different than now. It's going to take time for the masses to jump in. But because the inventory, I don't think is going to surge anytime soon. When it does happen, you want your people to be prepared to take advantage of it, because I do think it's going to move quickly. Now, if we compare it to another market like here in Atlanta, right, as you know, we're growing there. I think it's going to be very different. There's so much inventory. I mean, it's just so much out there. There's so many options. Yes, from $1 million to 200,000. I think it's going to take a while. I have no doubt here, even if rates do improve, I still think it's going to be sitting for months. I think we're going to keep depreciating. A very totally different dynamic. Here it's going to be a buyer's market, I think, for quite some time. I think it's going to take time for home prices to level out before they start going back up. Whereas Southern California is just totally different because we just don't have enough homes.